Hi YouTubers, this is Nancy and I'm here with another mini album this morning. And I know I haven't been here in a while. Life's been kind of crazy. I was without a computer for a few weeks. Actually it's more like a few months. It hasn't worked right. The touch screen was broken and the computer just pretty much did whatever it felt like doing whenever it felt like doing it. And it was, like I had no control. Cursor jumping around, the programs opening up when I was nowhere near it. It just was miserable. Anyway, I've got a new computer now, and so I'm back and trying to play catch up with my projects. This is a Birdhouse Mini, and this is from, you can purchase this Mini at, or you can purchase the chipboard to make this Mini at minialbumscraps.ning.com, and I'll put the link below. I had a lot of fun with this Mini because, along with my broken computer, I've had a couple of personal tragedies recently, where I lost two of my favorite kitties within a couple of weeks of each other. And, those of you who know me know that I do a lot of cat rescue. I actually have 3 areas of my house where I keep cats. I have 6 that are my house cats, and I have 8 in a cat rescue area, and I have 6 others that have been, were permanently, were dumped on me in my cat boarding facility, and so, which is also on my property, in a guest house out back. So those are now permanent residents, those 6 of my boarding facility. So I do have a lot of kitties, and I decided, in view of the 2 that I lost, I decided that I would do this mini album in their honor. Okay, so anyway, let's get moving on here. The binding, I laced it up with some ribbon. I haven't put any charms on it yet. I probably won't because, this mini is just for me, and, sometimes the charms can get big and bulky and heavy, and, if it's for a swap or a gift, I always put charms, but for myself, sometimes no. Right here, this is a branch that comes with the mini album chipboard kit, and I pretty much covered it up so you can't see it, but the branches look like this, and you get quite a few. I guess you get, I don't know, 4 or 5. I never use all the stuff that I get with the mini album, because you get so much. And you also get these fence pieces, which I used some of them, broken up into pieces here and there. And you get birds, and I used a couple of the birds too. And some birds I used, that were my own dyes. Like this actually was my own. And I used design paper on it, and then stickles. And, the design, you can't really see the design paper now, but it was part of the collection that I used, which was a Ciao Bella collection. Okay, anyway, and part of the fence is behind here. Of course, it's covered up with flowers, but I did distress that, and you'll see other pieces of fence. Little bird eggs, and my favorite part, oh boy, we have company. Here's Jimmy. My favorite part of this was the actual birdhouse. What I did with it is made it look like ceramic tile. It's hard to tell in the video, but what I did, Timmy, is tear off pieces of colored cardstock. Oh boy! And then I adhered them to a piece of white cardstock. Leaving spaces for to grout, to look like grout in between. And then I covered the, then I cut it out using the chipboard as my pattern. And I adhered, my ceramic tile looking piece on top of the chipboard, and then I coated the whole thing with a triple thick glossy medium. And then on the roof I made it like a stucco using glass bead gel. So I really like how the birdhouse came out. And this piece also, that's also separate, the round, the entryway there. And I used gold, not gold rub and buff, a similar product that I like better. It's called Treasure Gold. Okay, so that's the cover. And, whoops. And you're going to meet some of my kitties inside. They're all headshots. This is Oliver. Oliver is kind of lucky to be alive because he along with some of my other kitties ate a tainted rat. My rescue cats actually have access to a large outdoor enclosure. They're still confined when they go out there, but the gauge of the wire allows, critters to come in. So they got at a tainted rat, and I lost a few of them. This one I was able to save, so he's back to his scrappy self. That was about 6 months ago. So that's Oliver, and I used some chipboard flourishes and various like punched flowers and punched leaves and little grasshopper there, butterfly. That's about it for him. This is Jasmine. Jasmine, actually, I lost, with that same tainted rat incident. It was a while back, but I still miss her. Oh, and each page I did like the layout so that I could put a tag, a big photo mat in the back. So each one, they're like this is adhered only on the edge, and then the photo is attached to it. Let me back up so that there's all that space underneath. And the same thing with Jasmine. Every page is like that. So I had plenty. I was able to feature the photos, but still have plenty of space. Oops, wrong page. Trying to do it one-handed. See, that comes out. And I can put a photo on the front, journaling on the back, or vice versa. Okay, well, I don't know. Something's going on here that my camera's focused close up. Boy. It did that by itself, I think. Wait a minute. What have I done? Okay. I must have touched something. Sorry, everybody. What did I do? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Goodness, I didn't even know I had that feature on there. Huh. Okay, so, yeah, that's much better. So, Oliver and Jasmine. Next up, this is Jem Jr. Jem Jr. was also lost in the same tainted rat incident, and I miss him too. He was a sweet guy, and he's got a photo mat also that comes out. And I made use of transparencies too. I think that's by what's the name of it? Glitz Designs, I'm pretty sure. Okay, this is Batman. Batman is still very much with me. He actually lives in the house. He's one of the house kitties, and he's a little devil. But we love him. And I've used this little bird cage with a kitty on the top. That's from Fab Scraps. And it's also a laser cut chipboard. And I've got a couple of glimmer misted tags behind his layout. And this part is attached, for journaling, but the rest of it, it's all one piece. So there's plenty of room in the back. I like to do my minis that way. That way I can have a nice big. I don't really like my photos hidden. If I'm going to use it for pictures, I'd rather, feature the photo and then work the embellishing around it. And this is Dell. He's also one of the house kitties. And I had a little bling in here, and which just fell off sometime on the way over here. Oh well. This is Dell now, and this is Dell when he was a baby. And here's another piece of the fence. And again, he's got his photo mat back there. There's room for at least 2 mats behind each layout. And this is Dewey. Dewey is one of the ones that I was saying that I just lost. He was my most recent loss, and I really, really loved this guy, and I did everything I could to save him, but he had a stroke, and he just kept having seizures, and it just got worse and worse. On his page, I've got a little chipboard birdcage and flourish, and then just a little layout. It says memories and happy times. And then he's got a little photo mat. And that's my buddy Dewey. And this is Who is it? This is Dexter. Dexter is one of the ones that lives, he resides permanently up in my cat boarding facility. I don't have a mat for him, but it goes under here. This is a transparency. Can you see where that lifts up? Actually, let me borrow another mat from, okay, see, that fits right back there. So that's Dexter's mat. And the same thing with Zeke. I haven't made him a mat yet. Zeke is one of my residents that lives in my house, you know, in our living space. He's got a mat that fits back there, right there. So that is Mr. Zeke. He bothers people when they come over. He'll reach towards you and rip at your clothes. Yeah, they're all challenging. And this is Radar. And Radar, he resides as a permanent resident of my cat boarding facility. He was dumped there along with Dexter, pretty much when I first opened. He's a good cat, gets along with everybody. So does Dexter. This is his photo mat. And I've got a transparency back there. And his whole layout is not attached all the way through, so I can fit at least one more mat. And this is Shelby, and Shelby is actually the favorite kitty that I've ever had. If you know my blog, I call it Shelby Doodle Designs, named it after him. And my boarding facility is called Shelby's Eden Pet Resort. Again, that's named after him. Actually, I moved to the house that I now live in because of him, because he was sick, and I wanted to give him a home where he could actually enjoy the outdoors. And that's the reason I did this layout. This tree and the red bling, that's supposed to represent the apple tree, because we have a fruit orchard in the back of our property, and he used to go back there with me every morning when I go up there to water. And you know, he was sick. He was in kidney failure for a long time. After his diagnosis, I was able to still keep him for another year and a half in good health, and he enjoyed himself living here in our country property. And that represents the Rainbow Bridge where he lives now. And this is his photo mat. Fits behind the transparency circle. So that's it. That's the back cover. And I hope you enjoyed the mini and meeting some of my kitties. Thanks for watching.